Hello? Yo. So, you're probably wondering what we're doing here. We're playing a game on the PS4. Might as well flex on you a little bit. Right, so... Oh yeah, that's... Right, we were playing Okami. Yeah, now last time in Is 8, we picked up the dwarf bracelet, which is a lot like the hammer from this game. You see, my theory is that the hammer actually is Colette's hammer. Only it somehow gained magical powers due to her, magic X-Spear. Yeah, that's right. And it became able to make people small. And when that happened, it became a sacred relic, which appeared in this game. And then later in Trials of Mana. And eventually it broke down and then became the dwarf bracelet because someone wanted to preserve it, you see. Thus it retained its size-changing powers. Of course, I theorize the POW hammer first appeared in Trials of Mana, where it looked the most like a POW hammer, and was used once and never came up again because it fell into this game. Yeah, does that make any sense to you? Yeah, there really is a magic size-changing hammer in this game. It's only used for like a couple missions. Like when you need to break into the palace or get into Ishin's place. Right, for right now, we're going to be actually leaving this valley. We got our reward and we saved everything. At least I think we did. Important tip. Okay, thank you. I'm fine. I'm cool, I know what I'm doing. At least most of the time in this game. The only things I have a problem with in this game is the ball rolling puzzles. Yeah, those are no fun. I wish the remakes would make them a little bit better, but nope. Right, the first thing we should do is probably make the guardian sapling bloom, don't you think? Here we are. We're just gonna paint a happy little tree. You see, Amaterasu, she's the reincarnation of Bob Ross, you see. She wants to beautify the land by painting happy little trees everywhere and getting rid of all that negativity. And I wish she would come into my life and get rid of all the negativity. Esther. Look at all that beauty of nature. You will make the land. Yes, this is how you make the land. Creation is so much better than destruction, don't you think? Oh, yes, I do, Master. Yeah, sadly, we have a lot of destruction these days. Thank you, thank you, Guardian Sapling, for all the praise. That nasty curse zone is completely gone. Yes, I know, it's like it's magic or something. I believe the technical term for it is called a miracle. Yeah. Yes, great divine intervention. Let's keep going and going and going. Okay, Ishin. Yeah, but there's one over there that we haven't gotten. It's returning to life. You better go see that next. Yeah, we're gonna have to do the shuffle dance with Mr. Orange to be able to bloom. Or rather, to get another power, which will let us make lily pads. And lily pads will actually help us get to the dungeon of the game. Or rather, to the Spider Queen's place, so we can defeat her. Damn, the Spider Queen, though, is kind of... Yeah, she can be a bit fun or frustrating, depending on how the controls work. Yeah, trust me, she's a nightmare in the frickin' Wii version. Yeah, I don't like the Wii version of this game. It's got really terrible motion controls that were tacked on. Trust me, Okami is so much better without motion controls, guys. The PS2 and PS4 versions of this game, now those are the good ones. Nah, you don't want motion controls. Yeah, the Wii U's a terrible port of this game, I'm sorry. Although now that's making me want to play the Wii version. I can show you how bad it is. Not that it isn't beautiful or good, it's still Okami, but it's got terrible controls. Literally everything in the Wii version is harder, even doing the basic slash attack. See, doing the slash attack in this version is very easy. But in the Wii version, it's really, really difficult for whatever reason. I'm not kidding, by the way. Makes dealing with things like cursed trees really hard. Yeah, we got all this money. Oh, look at that. That's evil. That's a Devil's Gate, guys. Yeah, we gotta go into it and defeat all the monsters inside. Of course, it might be pretty tough. It can be a challenge. It's basically a little challenge area. Now let's cut them down. Luckily this is really easy. Because we have like level 4 gear against level 1 enemies. We cleaned up pretty nicely. And we made the land pure. And look, a treasure chest. Yeah, we're gonna have to destroy a lot of those in the game. A lot of this game is running around, purifying monsters, helping people, so we can get some good items every now and again. There's also hidden power-ups too, so we gotta keep those in mind. Let's look around for more animals and stuff to feed. Like these horsies, they enjoy herbs. Good horse, nice horse. Welcome to Amaterasu ASMR, guys. We're just feeding a little horsey here. Nice, happy little horsey. There we go. See, this is a lovely game. I highly recommend it. Not sponsored by Capcom, by the way. And I wish I were. Then they wouldn't copyright claim this video. Oh, frick me, an enemy. Yes, we enter another challenge area. These guys are easy at this point in the game. These guys would be a lot harder by level 1. These guys would be a lot harder with the first tier of gear, but we have like the 4th tier, which is late game stuff. So we're smoking them pretty easily. Yeah, trust me, they're a lot harder when you have the rank 1 stuff. See, these guys are... See? It's easy with cheese, guys. Yes, we beat them all. And another area is purified. Thank you. And thank you for your praise. Please praise Amaterasu a lot. She's doing what she can to help everybody that she can. Yeah, that's a dojo. We can learn all sorts of cool martial arts there. Alright, I believe the pigs need seeds, right? Even pigs need some nice, lovely, lovely eyes. Good pigs, thank you. The pigs are not that bad. I don't know why they get a bad rap. Of course, boars though. Boars are pretty mean. Alright, let's go inside, I guess. And this guy is your trainer for learning new moves in the game. We've already mastered most of this stuff. Oh well, might as well master this. Yes, we can... Yes, this guy is just accepting a random wolf's payment of money. Yes, for some reason, all the shopkeepers and stuff in this game don't question that a wolf has a bunch of money. And is buying stuff. Oh well, I guess it's pretty natural in this world, I guess. After all, there's plenty of bizarre stuff in this world. And what the fleet foot does is it's basically a dodge move. And what you do is press R2. We're going to be doing... Yes, I understand the explanation. Yeah, we're fine with that. You can only really use it in battle, though, I think. Actually, you don't have to. That's basically a little dodge move. And later on, you can make the dodge move actually do damage to enemies. Ah, this is where you take mermaid coins. You can teleport between the springs, guys. Of course, we've only unlocked that one spring right now. That's the only one we can go to right now, though. Jump, jump, like a kangaroo. I hope later on we can learn to double jump. Yeah, we can do a little doggy bark. It serves no purpose, but it's really cute, I guess. Hey look, there's some more animals we can feed. They have no interest in that, but they do like their seeds. Nice and lovely, huh? Let's continue with the game. Thank you for your praise. Noble creatures. Yes, I know how to feed animals. We just have to feed them the right stuff, that's all. Right now, we should probably do something about this poisoned land here. I fill in everything with nice, happy little flowers. There we go. Of course, we can't get there yet because we don't have the cherry bomb. What the cherry bomb is it's basically you summon a bomb and it explodes. It's your bomb of the game, of course. Excuse me. Let's look around for more stuff to do. Hey look, there's little bunnies. Let's go give the bun some food. Bun. And love. Lovely. Lovely. Poor RPG hero should feed animals. Yes. I think so too. Hey there, do you need any help, best sister? Oh, you're inflicted with a curse, huh? Here, you can have the Traveler's Charm. And we're actually gonna need, and we can actually do his little side quest with that guy and race him. Of course, that's for later. Let's look for more stuff to do. I believe there's stuff over here to do. Oh, look at this. It's a Devil's Gate. We don't want any of that now. Let's beat up the imps. Take that. Get shreked. Somebody once told me the world was gonna rule me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. Get rolled over. And that'll bring back this place. Which is very important for a side quest. You have to do this. Otherwise, you can't give away pots. Because it's very important for giving pots to certain little shrines, yeah. Of course, you can't really do them all right away. You won't be able to finish it until late game now. When you get to the snowy areas, where the arc is, where you fight Yami. You won't be able to do it till later, though. Unfortunately. Right now, we should focus on getting the cherry bomb. Almost nighttime, too. Hey look, there's another Devil's Gate. Let's go take care of it. Let's go destroy it. By destroying all the minions inside of it. Yeah, they're minions of the Dark Lord Yami. And for some reason, I always thought that... For some reason, I think Yami looks a little like, Gigantamax Eternatus. Yeah. Also, Eternatus is also an alien from outer space, so... It's quite possible that Yami and Eternatus are actually connected. Yeah, it all makes sense on my conspiracy theory board, you see. Now, Eternatus, you see, attacked an arc with his minions that was heading to this planet in order to, because the Celestials were fleeing from their world, because the demons were trying to get them. And Eternatus and his crew were like, nah, we're gonna invade this place and take over the Ark and kill everything on it. And they did, and they arrived here. And only one Celestial actually survived that. Of course, we're gonna meet that Celestial one day very soon in this game. If you don't know who it is, it's Waka. Possibly the only dude who sees Okami's true form. Also, you have to fight him for whatever reason. Hey look, a clover. We should dig it up. Clovers are very, very important in this game, guys. Later on, they give you, like, tons of praise. So you're gonna want that. And what you use praise for is, hold on, where is it? Yeah, you use it to level up your health, your ink bottles, your Astro Pouch, and your wallet. Or since I got New Game Plus, I already upgraded 3 of them to max. Might as well upgrade this. We almost haven't... We don't have enough for that. So we're gonna need to upgrade it again. Fortunately, it's gonna be a while before we can get it. Right, the cherry bomb is down here. We're gonna have to go into that house over there. Along the way, we're gonna run into an enemy. Here they come. The frickin' dead fish, guys. These guys are freaking annoying. let's cut it down. Yeah, they attach onto you. We gotta cut them off. Otherwise they blow up and do damage to you. Good, we beat them pretty easily. Hey, look at here, some trees we can bloom. I wonder if there's more trees we can bloom around here. Let's take a look around. Now, we don't have wind yet, so we can't do anything about that leaf pile. Basically, there's stuff under the leaf piles. I need wind to blow it up, to blow it off. Oh, we got into a battle, guys. Yeah, those scrolls, they mean you're gonna run into... You want to run into them, because you can get money off of them, and you can get demon fangs, and you're gonna need lots and lots of that. Trust me, I know. Yeah, and when it's nighttime, you can also see where treasures are. So you can get some cool stuff sometimes. Sometimes you just get stuff to sell, like that vase that we picked up. Let's go inside. Oh, I didn't know you could... Yeah, do you got a minute? What are you calling a wisp? I am Ishin, the Wandering Artist. Yes, and he's a pyrotechnician, so he wants to make bombs. And you see what's on the wall back there? That's a pattern that we're gonna have to draw. Smoldering eyes, but yeah, that could be because we're actually the sun goddess. Yes. Alright, let's do it. And let's draw the bomb. There we go. That's how you do it. Ooh, pretty fireworks. It's as beautiful as everything else in this game. We sure can. It's a constellation. We have to rebuild the star map by finding all the constellation magnets, guys. Or I mean, we have to fix the constellations. Yeah, because the star map you see is all in disarray. Yeah, this is just like that. And now we get a pig. Now we get pig. And we're gonna learn how to blow stuff up. With a big bomb. Kaboom. Yes, just like, you know, that one minigame. Sploosh kaboom, yeah. Yeah, it's like that. We're gonna blow up all the squids in the sea. Appropriate because the squids are actually much more weaker to, getting boomeranged, yeah. Because you can lock on to multiple targets using the boomerang. They're meant to fight them that way, instead of with the bombs. And the islands rose up into the sky because, you see, the Earth got poisoned, you see, in Baten Kaidos. It sort of reminds me of Windbaker, you see. Where the gods kind of wanted to drown Hyrule and let everybody live on the islands to try and stop Ganondorf from destroying everything. It obviously didn't work because Ganondorf was still around. But eventually Ganondorf... But then Link turned him to stone, so it's fine. Now I'm kind of wondering how the ghost ship plays into the Legend of Zelda timeline, actually. I don't actually have the Hyrule Historia with me, because I've never had it in the first place. I don't have it, guys. Sorry. Let's make a tree bloom. Oh, praise. You see, we're encountering dead fish now. We need to slash them out of the sky. Just cut them down and then hit them. And then hit them a bunch with rosary beads. No, you can go away. You too. Get out of here. Now, in order to get demon fangs off of different enemies, you have to defeat them with various... Some of them require you to use slash to defeat them, or at least destroy their corpses at the end. And some of them require other things, like cherry bombs sometimes. Now, I don't remember which ones require which method. I know the imps definitely require you to slash them. Except for the purple imps, they require wind. Yeah, like that. And I am pretty certain... And I am almost certain... Damn, I missed. Yeah, sometimes you miss with the cherry bomb when trying to do it. Controls are sadly not that precise on everything. But it's still better than the Wii version. Wii version was an absolute nightmare to control. Sorry to say. It's still an okay version of the game, it's just that the attack on motion controls make it harder. Oh good, a stray bead. I'll take that. I believe the stray beads also carry over, guys. To New Game Plus. And we got 2 Astro Pouches now? Well, that'll give Amaterasu double the revives, obviously. See this here? This is where you take one of the pots to. And then you do green sprout in them, I believe. Unless I'm remembering that wrong. Over there leads to the moon cave. We can't go there yet because it's sealed off. Of course, that's where Orochi is. I nearly called him Orochimaru. Now then again, Orochi is a big snake. Or rather, a big multi-headed snake. And people don't like snakes, you see. They think snakes are dangerous and evil. For some people look at all snakes and think they're all nope ropes. And personally, I do understand why people think they're nope ropes, but nah. Snakes actually eat a lot of things like rodents, you see. Nobody likes rodents. So they're okay, sometimes. Just be careful, some of them are much venom now. In which case, they're a danger noodle. You know, just like the dudes at Lucid Shark taught me. Yeah. Not sponsored by Lucid Chart or anything, by the way. Damn, it's not letting me bloom this. There we go. Thank you for all your praise. Let's get out of here. I don't care. Maybe later. I'm fine. Besides, we have to go here for the story anyway. And we got trees to bloom, guys. You like blooming flowering trees, don't you guys? I mean, trees with beautiful flowers like red buds and flowering dogwoods, those are pretty good. Also apple trees. Apple trees have some good blossoms. First fruit trees tend to have really pretty blossoms. Hey birds, you didn't get any seeds, did ya? That's okay, I'm here to give you seeds. Nice birds. Thank you, little birds. All your praise will go towards getting me new powers for me to help aid in the quest to save the world. And I feel if we're gonna do that, we need to do it honestly and thoughtfully. And actually do what we're promising. Look, another tree that needs to be bloomed. Let's make it bloom. To find them all and make them all bloom. Did we get all of them? No, well, no, because there's a dude we can talk to about blooming. About them all being bloomed, you see? And it's for a little side quest, nothing much. Basically, you gotta bloom all the trees. Which is very easy, they're all within view. I believe we got some of them. Anything over here? Oh hey, chickens! We haven't fed those. Here, you can have some seeds. Nice little chickens. Sadly, I can't say that much about chickens in real life, but they're good eating. I do like chicken, you see. Yeah, now Schnucks, they have quality fried chicken. It actually has herbs and spices in it. Walmart, nah. They got terrible fried chicken. Schnucks is a little bit better. Speaking of fried chicken, did you know there's a KFC dating game? I remember that came out like last year. At least I remember. I don't really remember correctly. But yeah, it's a KFC dating game. Yeah, in case you want to get that for whatever reason. Ask Mr. Orange a couple of questions about that, huh? Yeah, we should talk to him. Actually, we have to progress the story. I'm not kidding, by the way. I can nearly do this. It's bugging me because I know there's stuff up there. I know there's something up there, but I can't get it. Yeah, let's stop trying. I know there's something up there, but I can't quite get it. Maybe when I have the double jump, it'll be easier. More trees, let's bloom them. Yeah, bloom, bloom, bloom. Love all around, guys. There we go. Did we get them all? Let's see, the dude we need to talk to about all the trees being boomed is down here. Wait a minute. I believe he's moved down. Yeah. Here he is. Wait for a miracle to take place, huh? Okay, I guess we'll go talk to Mr. Orange then. That's all that's really left to do. Then after we do that, we'll be able to get the Water Lily power up, yeah. Now, the ability to generate water lilies is very fun and very fantastic. The water lilies are so powerful that they can even survive lava and poison. Which is very strange, huh? Of course, there's also an item that lets you swim in lava for a brief period of time, so don't get burned to crisp by it. Alright, get ready for the shuffle dance. Now this in the Wii version was a nightmare. Nah, we don't want any of that, so we're playing the PS2 version. Or I mean, this is the PS4 version. Damn, why did I say the PS2? This is the PlayStation 4. This is Okami, the HD remake. Sake of Valor. So you're gonna get drunk first, huh? Uh-oh, he's gonna get drunk. Yes, all noble things begin by drinking. Trust me, that happens in real life all the time. Wait, what? How does Orange turn gigantic? Yeah, that's because he's drunk, dude. Yeah, he's doing a shuffle. We're gonna have to help him along because he's drunk. Wait, what? There we go. There we go, we're making a tree bloom, slowly but surely. There we go. This version is definitely way easier than the Wii version. Wait to the last one. There we go. Look at all those flower petals. Damn, they're everywhere. Ready. Cherry blossoms, though, they're very pretty in real life. Yeah. No, because there's one nearby. Here comes our favorite peach spirit with the peach pod. Yes, you're alive, and you look very nice. What do you mean she looks very nice? Yeah, but he's passed out drunk. Damn, she's looking really nice. And is also impossibly thin, too. Damn, is she like anorexic or something? She looks way too thin. Unrealistically so. And Misakuya got excited and gave us a bunch of praise. Yes, we're gonna have to restore guardian saplings all over the land to stop the curse. Because there's more curse zones than just that one, you see. We're gonna have to find them all. Which means finding guardian saplings, making them bloom, doing away with the curse, and then exploring everywhere, getting lots of praise. You know the drill. Stuff you gotta do. And she's gone. A consolation. Yes, we're getting a consolation prize, guys. Yeah. It's a participation trophy, guys. It's nothing that exciting. I'm just kidding. We're gonna fill in the star map, guys. Yeah. And then we'll get Cosmos as an action figure. I'm not kidding, she's actually in Baten Kaitos as an action figure that you can use in battle. Yeah, of course you have to actually do the star map side quest to actually get it, though. At least I believe that's how you get it. Yeah, the reason Cosmos is in freaking Baten Kaitos as an action figure is because the same people who made Baten Kaitos made Xenosaga, you guys. And the people who made Xenosaga, they made Xenoblade Chronicles, what you might know as being a waifu simulator, where you have blades. Right, actually that's Xenoblade Chronicles too. But yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is definitely a waifu simulator. Also, Cosmos is also a blade in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. But she's like a rare blade that you'll probably never get. Also, Telos is in it too. Speaking of other Cosmos cameo, she was also in Project X Zone. And plenty of other... Also in Inlet... Also in Super Robo Tyson OG Saga, Endless Frontier. Yeah, she was in that as a playable character. Of course, you might know her from Project X Zone and Project X Zone 2, which is a grid-based, turn-based strategy game. Yeah, it also plays a bit like a fighting game, a bit like Xenogears, you see. I have never played Xenogears in my life, but I have seen a video of it, somebody playing it. Or rather, a demo of it. Man, the demo was weird. Back when demo disc used to be a thing. Nowadays, demos are entirely digital now. Alright, let's use our newfound power. Grab that. And we got a sun fragment. If you get 3 of them, you get to extend your health. That's pretty neat, huh? Damn it, it was quite away from me. Oops, I meant to jump. I pressed jump, but it dropped my input, dude. I'm just kidding, of course. Oh yeah, since we're acting like DSP again, it's time for more shameless e-begging. Now, contributions are not mandatory, but I need that money, I really do. It's only not going to gacha games, guys. It's going towards my taxes. I'm just kidding, of course. Don't actually do that. In fact, if you're giving money away to a streamer, please don't do that. Yeah, especially not to e-girls now. Yeah, don't do that. You guys have lives and bills, guys. I don't want to get in the way of that. I'm sure you guys have lives and bills and expenses and food to buy and video games that you want. I mean, why else would you be here? See, everybody's happy in this village. We're spreading so much joy, guys. I wish it was this easy to spread joy in real life. Oh, don't we all, mister? Let's do some shopping. I guess I'll buy a few seed bags. I'll buy some herbs. Oh yeah, the fish is for things like cats. Yes, there's cats you can feed in this game. In fact, there's an entire island in this game where there's a bunch of cats. And yes, you can feed them all fish. Yeah, that's what's important in this game, feeding fish to cats. And yeah, there's a lot of feeding cute animals in this game. You guys like feeding cute animals, don't you? And of course, what we're doing next, and it's very important, we're actually going over here. Now that we got the lily pad, we can actually go over here. Because what you need to do is swim all the way through this tunnel. And you use lily pads to help you get through there without running out of air, guys. Because Miss Amaterasu may be a goddess, but she's not a goddess of the water or the sea. She's a sun goddess, you see. So she's not very good in the water. I will also mention that there's mermaids in this game. Right. And this leads to the next area, which has a massive curse zone in it. See, it has a massive curse zone in it, guys. So we're gonna have to fix that. Oh, the evil has spread to this forest, guys. We're gonna have to purify the evil of this place, guys. And then, of course, we're gonna have to fight the Spooter Queen. Frickin' Spooter Queen, dude. She is, the Threeville. And she is a big, hungry spooter that wants to eat people. And she also likes wolves. Wolves are on the menu for her. Yeah, she's one of Orochi's minions, you see. And Orochi himself is like, a minion of another bad guy. Yes, Yami, the Lord of Darkness. Yes, the darkness within darkness, guys. It turns out that, Eternatus and the demon crew from this game, they're from the darkness within darkness. And the darkness within darkness, you see, was spread by Xehanorts. Yeah. Of course, the darkness within darkness was actually created by Chaos. It's where Chaos and all the minions of Threeville live. Yeah, and Yami and Orochi were actually minions of Chaos from the darkness within darkness. And the darkness within darkness is full of the darkness within people's hearts, you see. And the darkness within darkness wishes to make everybody succumb to the darkness within darkness and their heart in order to control them. Yeah. And you do not want to succumb to the darkness within darkness. After all, darkness within darkness within darkness within darkness within darkness is very bad. Yeah. I got devout beads, but we don't need them. Yeah, those we don't need. Because we already got level 4 rosary beads, which are way better. Nah, we don't need any of that. Yes, we can use a sheet. We can use the mirror as a shield. It's very good at blocking projectiles. For example, block of swords. Oh, look, little bunnies. Let's feed the little bunnies. Hopefully the bunnies in this game like herbs and not meats. Because when bunnies like meats, they tend to eat people. Yeah, they're like the murder bunnies from Monty Python, who incidentally are in Dragon's Crown. And I should really play Dragon's Crown. I've been meaning to do that. I've been meaning to play a lot of Vanillaware games, to be honest. In fact, I'm getting a Vanillaware game in the mail. Grim War, which is not an RPG, but a strategy game. Yeah, I'm not very good at those, guys. Anyway. Uh-oh. Here he comes! Waka, he's here. And he's one of the Celestials that survived the attack of Eternatus and the demons. That, are from the darkness within darkness, guys. Yeah, darkness within darkness is where chaos lives. Yeah. And chaos wishes to restore chaos to the entire universe by destroying everything that's alive and orderly. Yeah, such as this world, for example. Yeah, we can't let him do that, guys. Yes, and by chaos, I of course mean the chaos that Lord Dracula serves in Castlevania. Yeah, that guy. Who was at the end of Castlevania's timeline rejected by Soma, you see? As Soma was a reincarnation of Dracula. Only Soma was actually a good guy. And was the Shardbinder before Shardbinders were cool. Yeah, Miriam has a lot in common with Mr. Soma, you see. In fact, they have very similar abilities. Only, of course, Miss Miriam's abilities are spun from alchemy due to magic crystals that are attuned to the Threeville, you see. Of course, using shard-binding powers will eventually corrode your body into a crystal, and you don't want any of that, so there's a process to stop it. That was come up by Miriam's friend. Yeah. Pillow talk? No, we don't want any of that, no. Yeah, this dude knows that Okami is not what she seems. Well, she looks like a wolf, but I kind of want to see her true form. I'll never get that because Capcom doesn't want to make that. Said they want to re-release this again for the PS5. But even cleaner, even more updated graphics. But they still won't fix the ball-rolling puzzles. Yeah, whatever you do dodges attacks. Watch out for swords. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Yes, but I am not... Yeah, we're kicking his butt so far. We beat him pretty easily. It helps that we have the level 4 rosary beads, guys. Yeah, we beat a dude who was talking about pillow talk, who was hitting on Amaterasu with our beads. Yes, they're rosary beads, guys. I don't know why you think they're anything else. And that reminds me, I should play more Moro Chronicle. Except no, I'm probably rage quitting that game. Because I realized that Compile Heart sucks and I want to rage quit the company, guys. Nah, I don't want to play any more Compile Heart games. No. Yes, but when we defeat Orochi, his evil spirit goes out and causes all sorts of mischief, which spawns the other bosses in the game, including Miss Ninetails. Or rather, Ninetails took on the form of a woman, or rather possessed a woman's corpse against or rather took on the form of a woman that it killed in order to cause the Threeville. And took advantage of a pandemic to cause chaos, you see. Yeah, I'm not joking about that. Of course, I'm referring to the miasmal pandemic caused by another villain in this game. Yeah, the evil queen of the sea thing. Yeah, that's what it is. Of course, we can't say the C word on stream, guys. YouTube will strike it down. Yeah, which makes me wonder what kind of politics YouTube is into. Frickin' Google. To be fair, they're trying to combat misinformation about the C virus. But Umbrella unleashed upon the world. Yes, it turns out Umbrella is responsible for it. Yeah, it's only a matter of time that Umbrella gets shut down and they eventually have to get the Las Plagas so they can create the Flood. And then take over the world with zombie crocodiles. Because those things are freaking OP and will kill you in one hit. Yeah, imagine freaking Nemesis, but he's more like a crocodile, guys. And he'd be even more OP and even more armored. In fact, why not give him a multi-barrel rocket launcher? And have him freaking shoot Stinger missiles at you, man. And also make him green, like the Incredible Hulk. Yeah, that would be pretty wild up. Basically, we're going to turn him into a hulked out Killer Croc, guys. Yeah, if you don't know what Killer Croc is, he's a Batman villain. Although the good version of Killer Croc is probably in the Batman animated series. Wait, actually, no. It's in The Batman. Wait, I'm getting my series mixed up. The version in the Batman animated series was the one that teamed up with Dollface and wasn't very good. But in the Batman, he was actually like a freaking crocodile. It was actually pretty tough in that version. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. Sorry, I'm not very good at anything. I can barely even play video games very well. I can barely even play video games correctly. There we go, we got an Exorcism Slip, which is an attack item that you use in battle. Basically, all it does is it generates a shockwave of a damaging area that damages enemies. And the higher grade Exorcism Slips do higher damage. And also have a bigger shockwave, too. I believe. Let's feed the Bun Buns. Bun Bun! There we go. These are nice, friendly rabbits. Yes, very friendly. Oh. I believe we have enough praise to level up our Astral Pouch, guys. Oh, we got another Astral Pouch! That means we'll get 3 free revives. Provided we fill them all up. Oh dear! Oh dearie me. Damn, these deer look a little like, yeah, Sawsbuck. Yeah, that's the one. They definitely look like Sawsbuck. Man, I never really got into Sawsbuck, to be honest. Yeah, I was more into Gardevoir and Lopunny. And Salazzle. But of course, I also really like a Giaslash, too. In fact, I also really like Togekiss. Yeah, probably because Togekiss is probably the one most fully of the Pokemon I have. I also really like Chandelier. I know that's probably blasphemy for some people because there's lots of people even today who still don't like the freaking the object Pokemon. I think they can be pretty cool though. I mean, I don't know why people would hate freaking Hone Edge or Aegislash. They're a freaking ghost sword, dude, and they're pretty awesome. I think their middle evolution is pretty mad though. Yo, Susanna, what are you doing here? Crimson something or other, okay. Get it? He's talking about Crimson Helm, who's another villain in this game. Who you have to beat to get the Serpent Crystal to access Orochi's place. And the reason we have to get into Orochi's place is so we can defeat him. Yeah, by slicing his heads off. With a lot of purple blood. Yeah, this game is surprisingly pretty violent for what it is. Now let's go. We'll look forward to your defeat. If you need to feed him, let's feed the deer. Of course, you probably fear the deer. And the reason you fear the deer is because of golden deer. Of course, these aren't quite like the golden deer house. Of course, the reason to fear the deer for golden deer house is because it has freaking Lysynthia. And Lysynthia is freaking OP as hell. I even beat the Death Knight with her on the first encounter. Yeah. Freaking Death Knight. Let's go to Traveler's Charm. Yeah, I was really happy to beat him on the first map. Not that you really need to. Treasure chest with flames on them that you can put out with this water here. See, what you do with that technique is you take the brush here and then you spray it over there. But obviously we don't have that technique yet. Oh look, more bunnies to feed. Yes, let's feed all the bunnies. And Bun. This reminds me, I should really play Dragon's Crown. Dragon's Crown now, that's a pretty good game. Of course, it caused a little bit of controversy back when it was released because apparently the girls were really sexualized in it. But mostly it's just a 2D beat-em-up RPG. Yeah, it's a bit like... It's not quite as good as Odin Spear, to be honest. Of course, it's kind of hard to top Odin Spear. It's quite a quality game, guys. I highly recommend Odin Spear. Now, in Odin Spear, the three wise men were the main villains. And they wanted to cause Ragnarok. Because of a prophecy foretold in the Dark Prognosticus, you see. And the Dark Prognosticus, if you don't know, the current holder of the Dark Prognosticus and its evil prophecy of the world's destruction was given to Papa John, who foretold the day of reckoning that would come upon us very soon. In fact, it's already upon us given current date events. Right. Right, it'll trigger Ragnarok. It'll trigger the second Ragnarok to ever happen on the Earth, guys. Anyway, let's save, and I'll be out of here. Goodbye, and thank you for watching. I hope you had fun. Bye-bye. And what a beautiful game. And you are very beautiful people, and I love you. Goodbye. Stay fresh and stay off the hook. Or whatever.